Let's do it. Good morning.
Good morning, my bliss. Hi, everybody in the chat. Good morning. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. Thank you, Pop. Yes, please be respectful.
Yes.
Hey,
To one
JJ.
another, or you will get blocked. Only one warning, and I just gave it.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I'm playing around today. Hey, Chronic. Hey, Roddy.
Opposing opinions are welcome. Well, from 95% of YouTube, so.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Hey, Stanley Cup.
Hey, Chronic, M to the B, Barbie, Radima,
Michelle.
JJ, Unveiling. Sorry, Popcorn,
Oh,
Sandy.
Unveiling's here.
Yes.
Hey, Unveiling. I realized this morning that I wasn't following Unveiling on Twitter, and I thought I was.
Mm.
We could have unfollowed each other during all the bullshit.
Anti-KJ. Yeah.
Yeah, but I always liked following Unveiling. Hey, Barbie.
Yeah, I like their channel. I'm not on Twitter, so.
I'm not much either. Like, I try to check, and whenever I go live, I'll share the link on Twitter, but I'm really not on Twitter like that either. Every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Teresa.
Hey,
Hey,
Mama.
girl. Yeah, thanks for following me back.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it was like almost instant, too. I was like, God damn, she on it.
That's right.
All right, well, it seems that people have taken a sudden interest in my porch kitties. Did you hear about that,
Oh,
Cindy?
have they? No.
Yeah,
No.
like, I don't know. I'm being accused of doing stuff with stray cats.
Ew,
Are we
what?
really
What kind
are
of
we
stuff?
really taking it there? Are we really going that far?
Ew, what?
Yeah,
Degenerates think like degenerates think. You know,
I
like,
guess. I mean, my brain just doesn't go there.
ew, mine
I
neither.
mean, if
Bestiality type
you,
shit?
I don't know.
Oh,
Again,
okay.
I don't listen to shit.
I don't
So
either.
I'm
And that's
just
not a lie.
repeating what I've been told.
Yeah, we get Cliff Notes versions from our friends, and we don't even listen to the clips. Thank God they give us a brief like summary underneath where we can just read the summary and be like, okay, go about our day. I can't be bothered.
Yeah. And like, we do not watch or listen.
No, man.
And if I did or do, I'm going to be very honest about it. And what
Yep.
did I do that I shouldn't have done the other day, Cindy?
You listened, girl, and I was like, abort mission, abort mission, girl.
I did. I did. And it was only
Hey,
not even
Claire.
2 minutes. Not even
Yeah.
2 minutes. Hey, Claire.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, guys, that's that. And again, I guess I'm playing telephone here, but I refuse to do it any other way because, again, I will not watch or listen.
No.
But yes, I did make the mistake the other night of listening, and it was innocent too. Hey, honey,
Hey, Kratos.
I hope your
Don't
day
do
goes
it. I
good.
know. It's like, don't do it, girl. I wanted to reach through my phone, like, no, abort that mission now. She did, though. She did. She was like, yeah, I'm done.
But it's
Girl.
funny because people are claiming that I do watch, but you know that I truly do not.
No,
So if I'm always watching, why would I come on and admit that to watching 2 minutes? Like, come on.
I know. And it's true. You
Um,
know, I heard somebody say the other night, I don't remember who said it, that they hate when people say, "Oh, I don't watch," when they know that they watch. And I get that because some people do say that, right? "Oh, I don't watch. It was sent to me." But that is the honest truth with us. That is the honest truth. You know what I mean? Like we don't watch. I'm not a glutton for punishment. You guys would know if I watched. Yes, unveiling. Abort, abort. Like you guys would know if I watched something because I would be a raving lunatic. I would be when I'm the most animated, it's because I heard some old bullshit, la la la, and then I come and show my ass figuratively. I've only ever shown my ass once, and that was against my will. But you know what I mean? Like, so I don't watch it because you're gonna know. You're gonna know if I've heard something, because yeah, I can't control my mouth when I do. So
Well, and not only that, like, yeah, same, but I have no problem saying if I do watch.
me either.
I'm not
I have no
ashamed of
problem.
that. If you fucking watch, you watch. I think it's more shameful to say that you don't watch when you know that you are watching. So,
I agree.
but yes, I clicked into 2 minutes and I shouldn't have, and I'm not going to do it again. But I did hear a couple things that we're going to address today. Again,
Man.
straight fucking lies.
Hmm.
But yeah, apparently people are interested in my porch kitties, and I've been struggling to do shorts late. I don't know, just content in general lately. Whatever. I've been wanting to do like a series because a lot has happened in the past couple weeks, and there actually are people that follow like my animal shorts.
Hmm.
So I just wanted to tell you guys what was going on for the people that care.
And I'm
So
sorry if you
that,
guys hear an echo. I'm hearing it. I put the echo cancellation. I don't know why it does that. I apologize if you're listening on the replay and it's annoying. I'm gonna mute every time I don't speak. Hopefully that'll help. But I apologize in advance for that.
yeah, I have the echo one too. Do you guys hear an echo? Because I wasn't hearing it.
Echo, echo. I don't know. I was hearing a slight one, a lag. So I just wanted to apologize in advance because I know it can be frustrating when people are listening.
Okay. Well, again, we'll just try to mute when each other's talking. Usually that helps. So, all right. No? Oh, they said no echo. Okay.
Okay,
It's
cool.
funny, like StreamYard switched it, Sin, because I was the one that used to hear the echo, and now you are.
Yeah, I know.
It's like they tried to fix it, but it goes the other way now.
As long as the people watching don't hear it, I'm good with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So this is Peanut. Now I've shared. Okay. First of all, I keep wanting to call him because when she was a kitten, I thought she was a boy. And I've shared her from the moment the mama cat, which is the orange cat, we call her Penelope. Anyways, this is Peanut. It's actually her. I know, isn't she beautiful?
She is beautiful. I thought my
I love
cat
her.
Misu was a girl too when because we got him when he was like 2 weeks old. His mom got hit by a car in a little bodega in the Bronx, and he was the last one. And they were like, he's gonna pass away because he still needs his mother's milk. I didn't want any cats. I was afraid of cats. I had PTSD from a crazy cat we had that attacked us and attacked my son. He still has scars from it. But he was so little, and I thought he was a girl, because I didn't investigate too much. And it wasn't until like we took him to the vet. They were like, "Yeah, he." I was like, "Huh?" They're like, "This is a boy. Did you not see?" I was like, "No, not really." But yeah. So
Well, it's hard to
that
tell
happened.
when they're kittens too. I thought she was a boy.
Mhm.
I learned a couple months ago that she was most definitely a girl, and I could tell that she was about to go through like her first heat. So,
Yes.
with spring around the corner, I'm like, okay, I need to get on this. I need to find a TNR program. And for people who don't know, that is a trap and release. Since they
Mhm.
are technically outdoor cats, you take them and they will spay them, give them like a once over, their first shots, rabies shot, whatever, and then they send them back to wherever they came from. And as
Mhm.
you can tell, they clip the ear. Can you tell them
Yes.
her left ear?
They did that so that you know that they've gotten their shots. They do that so that
Exactly.
everyone else, it's a clear indication that they've been seen, they've been given shots, they've all the
Someone's taking
appropriate
care of
things.
them. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
And
my
it doesn't
plan
hurt them.
was, hold on, what did my honey say? Oh, thanks, Barbie. I love my porch kitties too, but some of them are grown. I'm about to get there. Then
And hi, Jake
in
Barrett.
itself, then in itself is proof of who, what they are. Going online with others to talk shit on someone's videos of cats is absurd.
Oh,
Get
that in
another
itself
hobby.
is proof. Yes. Amen. Amen, Kratos. Shit.
Preach, honey. Preach.
Yes.
Especially, I'm sorry, a man. It's just
Hmm.
very odd to me.
It
Um,
is.
But then
Good.
again, my eyelashes were gone over with a fine tooth comb, so I'm not surprised about the cats at all. And
But
if
can
you
you
can
really say
like,
men or cavemen? Cavemen is very different, you know?
yeah, well, if you're gonna criticize me for loving animals and helping stray cats, I mean, that's you don't have anything better to criticize. I mean,
Consider the source, girl. That's all I
again,
keep
I'll be a
telling you.
bad person all day. So, my
Hmm.
plan a couple weeks ago was to take Peanut here and Peanut's mom, Penelope, together. I was going to drop them off to my girlfriend, and then in the morning, she was going to take them for TNR, and then I'd pick them up later that afternoon. Well, I get home from work that Sunday, and Penelope had been gone for like a week and a half. I hadn't seen her. So I'm like, okay, that's it. I guess I'm just taking Peanut. So brought Peanut back. A day later, Penelope comes waddling up. She's pregnant. She's fucking pregnant. I was too late. Um, that makes me so angry. So I did not want her having her
Oh
babies outside.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
She had
goodness.
already had a litter outside, and this is before like she was really coming to my yard, but that's what
Hmm.
she did. She disappeared for a couple weeks and then came back with Peanut. So I knew this was going to be like her last visit, and she was going to disappear and then come back with, you know, kittens or whoever survived. And I didn't want that. I'm like, I want her to be inside. So I messaged my girlfriend the video of her waddling herself up to me, and I instantly got her in a crate and took her to her. That way she can have her babies inside.
And be safe.
Yeah.
Aw. Yeah. That's right.
Yep. So she's safe.
Yeah,
Hold on.
weren't we talking when you were saying the babies were being born? Because what the F also had that happen too. So am I confusing two situations? Because what the F also had a bunch of kittens being born, but I could have, I don't know, maybe I'm confusing the two situations. Sorry. I'm gonna shut up now.
Yeah, I only saw her maybe one or two times the last spring when she was pregnant.
Okay.
So when I really started seeing her is when she brought Peanut back.
Aw. And she only
Yeah.
had one baby? Bendito.
Well, or Peanut was the only surviving one. That's what I think. I mean, there's coyotes. Like you guys, I live near
Right, that's what I'm
woods.
saying. Yeah.
Like there's predator animals
Yeah.
out there.
Mhm.
And I didn't, and I
Of
do, like,
course.
I have a little house. You guys know I have a little heated house that my amazing hubs built for them out back. But
Yes.
she just
Yes.
seemed like when she's pregnant, like she retreats. Like, I think it's automatic.
Of course. A lot of them do that. Yeah. They disappear.
So here is, and keep in mind, Penelope has been an outdoor cat for over a year, but I never thought she was. I think she was dumped. She was
Right.
definitely an indoor at one point, but still, she's still
Aw.
weary of people. So, of course, she got used to me, then she got used to the kids, and she got used to my hubs. But still, she's
Mhm.
not, still weary of like neighbors or anyone else.
Of course.
This was an hour after my girlfriend had her. She had her on her lap purring.
Oh my goodness.
That made me
And hi,
so
Mrs.
happy.
Robinson. How are you, Mrs. Robinson? Yeah,
Hi,
that
Mrs.
makes me happy
Robinson.
too. And you could see her ear wasn't clipped there, so that was
Nope.
before. So cute. She's beautiful.
Yep.
She's beautiful.
So my girlfriend messaged me because she can't say whether she's going to be able to get them adopted or maybe like a
Right.
barn home until she meets them and like sees their temperament. So she sent
Hmm.
me that picture. She was like, oh my god, most definitely a friendly, she'll get adopted just
Oh
fine.
my goodness, that makes me
Yeah.
so happy. That makes me so happy. They deserve a family that loves them, and they deserve that, especially places like where we live that it gets cold. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
Florida, and even I feel bad for animals that are out, even if they are feral in the elements. But you know what I mean? In Florida, it's always hot, even though they still need water because it gets really, really hot. But in places that get extremely cold, I always worry about that.
Yeah.
When I lived in Brooklyn, we had a bunch of stray cats in the parking garage, and my neighbors would leave food out for them and water out for them and stuff. And those kind of cats don't want to be indoors. And my Misu would sit at the window, but he would never leave. Like one time the door was open and I got panicky because I couldn't find him. and he left and came right back. Like, I guess he walked around the corner to the stairs and was like, "Yeah, no, going back home." And I opened the door and he was meowing right at the door. I was like, "Oh my God, thank God. He hates being outside." I was crying, but he came right back. He's like, "Nah, I need to be home." Some cats don't want to go outside. You know what I mean? Some cats do, but yeah. And
I
it's
mean, you
beautiful.
can tell, and I feel bad because Peanut has never been inside. And
Indoors,
but
right?
she's so sweet. Like you can tell she's a friendly. Like she
Yeah,
deserves a
yeah.
home. So that
Yes.
is my next goal. And I haven't talked to my hubs about this.
Uh-oh, you gonna find out here.
Girl, I'm gonna get in all sorts of trouble today. Um, so I talked to my girlfriend and she said if I can get Peanut used to being indoors since she's never been indoors for just a couple weeks, that she would then take her and foster her and find her a home.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Hubs will be okay with that. It's only temporary. It's not a permanent. Maybe he would be. I'm not speaking for you, Kratos. I'm just trying to. I'm trying,
Yeah,
I'm,
because he's gonna
I'm
say
trying
you're
to ease
wrong,
him
girl.
into it. Yeah, I know. I'm like, Cindy, don't you dare, bitch. Don't you dare. Set me up. Sorry. It's only temporary, damn it. That's funny.
So we'll see. Um, I wanted to play this video, but it's not pulling up for me.
Yeah, I would
I don't
never
know
let my
why.
cat. I was frustrated. I was heartbroken when the door was left open and my cat left. I was crying. Thank God. Like 10 minutes later, he came right back and never let that happen again. That's true. It's just like letting Stormy. Like Stormy used to run out the door one time. We had to chase her around the corner, but we did. She ran out and we're chasing her, running, having asthma attack, running her, chasing her ass. So we make sure because she does. She'll run the hell out and she'll keep running. She'll keep running. Shit.
Yeah, yeah. Every animal's different with that. So I'm really trying. Like I've just decided that I'm going to help my community and
Uh huh.
just spay and neuter any cat that I can. I'm even going to try to catch the elusive black and white tuxedo cat who's been in this neighborhood for years. Because if I could
Hmm.
get him neutered, that would help a lot.
Yes.
That would help
Yes.
a lot.
He seems like the
So I don't know
culprit.
if you guys remember, but the all black cat that I named Puma Noir,
Hmm.
I found his owner and I took him
Oh, you
home.
did.
I
Oh my
did.
God, that's beautiful.
Yep, I took him home a couple weeks ago. And again, he is not neutered. So when I met his owner, I was going to play a little video clip, but I can't pull it up. When I met his owner, I found out that she's not elderly, she's older, and she has rheumatoid arthritis.
Right.
And she is just not easy. She doesn't drive, she doesn't get around like that. So I offered to neuter Puma for her. And I'm hoping to pick him up Sunday to be able to do that
Right.
because she can't
Oh,
control when he
Chris,
runs
that's
out.
amazing.
And I don't know if you've ever had an
Right.
unneutered male cat. If they want to get out, they are going to get out. And she can't, like,
Right.
if she opens the door, he's gone. And she can't bend
I
or
get
run
it.
to get
I
him.
get it. But if he gets neutered, he won't want to run out
He
as
won't
much. He
want to
won't.
go out. And
No.
she doesn't understand that. This may be her first cat. I don't know. But I'm trying to explain that to her. Like, he's not going to want to do that anymore.
Yeah. He won't. He won't.
So that'll help there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um, I'm trying to see if I can put this in another window and show you guys. I don't know. Why does it do that, Cindy? Like I saved like a clip and then it says
Mm-hmm.
it's not supported. Has it ever done
I
that
don't
to
know.
you?
That's weird. Sometimes,
Yeah. Like
yeah.
I'm trying to
It's
share, like
weird.
I'm just trying to open up the file and then the little
Mm-hmm.
thing comes up says it's not supported.
Yeah, the way it's formatted, sometimes it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't see I'm not
Frustrating.
techie, like I don't understand that shit.
Yeah, I'm not techie either, but I'm like this. That's why I get frustrated and I give up. I'm like, shit, fuck this. Oh, Raquel sent me the links to the apps that she uses for the voiceovers, so I'm gonna be downloading them. She emailed them to me, but maybe she could send them to me on IG. I'm gonna ask her, so I could just click the link from my phone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because it's
Come on,
the
it's trying to
email.
load.
Okay, is on my other phone, so it's too difficult. I need it on my iPhone, so I could just click it and download it. So I will be doing voiceovers and more uploaded videos. I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Okay, I think I got it.
Okay.
Hopefully,
Cool.
well, y'all don't really need to hear it. So this is the video that I call him Puma Noir. His name is actually Midnight.
Aw, but that's kind of close. Noir
I
just means
know. I
night.
thought it was similar.
Yeah.
It's funny when I told her what I was calling him, she laughed.
Yeah, because noir is night, right? Or dark or something. Noir.
So the reason she messaged me because I'd originally found her and she was like, "Oh, he'll come home when he's ready." But then he was at my house for over a week. So she had messaged me like, "Hey, have you seen my cat? Like he's never been gone this long and my kids are missing him." I'm like, "I will bring him to you right now." Like that shot me in the heart.
Yeah, I remember you were a little frustrated by her, like, oh, he'll come home when he's ready.
Yeah.
Remember when you told me?
Yeah,
Like, what?
because it's rude, especially with an unneutered male in the community. It's rude. I just think she's ignorant. Like I don't think she understands.
Yeah, I
I
get
don't
it.
now that I've met her and stuff. Like
Now,
I'm
right.
trying
At
to
first, you were like, what
educate.
the hell? Right.
So this is like her kids were so happy. Obviously, I'm going to cover her child. And this
Of
is
course.
the clip that she sent me.
Oh my goodness, she got. Oh my god, he looks like my Misu. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. Yeah, he's excited.
And
He's
that just
excited
made
to
my
be
day.
home.
Like they were all just so happy to have him back. It made me so
My
happy.
cat looks just like that. Misu was a black tuxedo cat too. Oh my
And then
goodness,
there's another picture of Penelope just settling in very nicely at her foster.
that's wonderful. I'm so happy.
Yeah, I wish I could share more about my girlfriend.
I know,
Like
but you
you
can't.
guys,
People
she
are not
does
well.
so much. Like she dedicates so much time and energy to not just fostering, like so much money. And I would love to be able to share her foundation, but
Right.
people aren't well.
No, they're not well. They're not well on the internet.
And that fucking sucks.
It does. It does suck. Because my son just made a new song, and he has it on Roblox. I have to share it with you, Bliss. He has his song on Roblox. It's on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, everywhere, YouTube, and it's YouTube Music. But he has it on Roblox. I was like so impressed, but I can't share that because again, mofos ain't well,
Yep.
you know. Sadly, stupid fuckers.
Yep.
Sorry, calm
So
down.
that's everything's going well as far as the porch kitties go. I have one left. I have my peanut.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, criticize me for helping my community.
Right,
Please
and
continue.
caring about kitties. Jeez, Louise.
What the
Oh my
fuck? Sorry, I was ignoring the chat a minute. Jen and Barrett said my friend took in a stray to foster with hopes of keeping him. One of her cats was not dealing well, so he couldn't stay. But he has a
God.
beautiful home now. See, and that's what I'm worried about with Peanut because I don't know why. My timid, chill Garfield, he's not a fan. He's
No.
not a fan. It's so odd. I would have thought it would have been my tuxedo cat Tux.
Mm-hmm.
They're fine. Like him and Peanut go nose to nose on my glass storm door, and
Oh.
he's shown more interest than anything, but
Then
not
aggression.
Garfield.
Mm.
Garfield, it's only the second time I've ever heard him hiss.
Holy crap.
Yeah, so that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put out some posts to see if anyone else could foster just for a couple weeks.
Right.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it
Mm-hmm.
out.
Yeah.
But if anyone was interested in that way, I can just get it all out. I don't have to make a bunch of shorts now.
Right.
I'll still
Exactly.
share videos that I did in the weeks before, but I was struggling with doing a voiceover trying to explain all that. That was my
Mm-hmm.
problem.
Yeah, I get it.
Sorry, I had
Mhm.
a cough. Okay, Cindy, I don't even know like where to start. You want to help me there? I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, I don't know where to start either. Um, So people may not know there's been a lot going on the past couple of months. We've refrained from talking about it. The last time I spoke about it was in December. Um, the live is still on my channel. It's Lesai. Um, and it's not my story to tell. It's Bliss Chris's story and JJ's story. So I just sit back and, you know, whatever, right? Rude things are said about me. Okay. But it's gone so much further for JJ and Bliss Chris. Um, so Bliss Chris wants to read some transcripts, right? And listen, okay, never said I was perfect on this platform, um, but I'm not a racist. Um, I don't addict shame. I don't. Addict shaming is mocking people that are in recovery that don't use, that had a history of addiction to shame or demean them. Talking about somebody who's suffering an addiction right now is not addict shaming. Okay? Addict shaming is calling us crackheads, meth heads, dope fiends, all of that when we're none of those things. Um, Talking about our past charges when we've owned those. Bliss has always talked about she's a two-time felon. We make jokes of it. Julie BC Canada calls me her two-time felon flex as a joke, you know?
Yeah, I've never hidden that.
And you're right, Stanley Cup. I just don't want to overstep and say their story because it's not my story to tell. But it's a lot. It's a lot more than people know, and it's been a lot. And the lies are the issue. The lies are the issue. If you're telling the truth on me, I have to swallow that, and I do swallow that. You know what I mean? It's the lies. It's being said that I was never called a greasy Hispanic. Oh, yes, I was. Oh, yes, I was. Okay.
Yeah,
And
we're gonna get to that one because that's the one. You guys, I'm not playing clips because
no.
I refuse to have to go through and listen. It's much
Mm-hmm.
easier for me to read.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, with it written out in transcript, it sounds just as bad. And
But it
I,
doesn't affect you as much as it would hearing it,
yeah,
right?
it's, you guys understand that. Like the energy, yeah, just, ugh. And no,
Yeah. So that's what she's gonna do. She's gonna start reading some transcripts, right, Bliss?
I am. So let's see, because I have dates too.
Thank you,
So
Teresa. Hey, my
January,
code. Love you, my code.
hey, code. January 24th, Cindy, is when we shared what we were demanded to show, was the
Right.
screenshot on
Yes.
Miss Jackie Sunshinery.
Yes. We were
Okay.
demanded that we show that. Prove it. None of us
You lying
betrayed a
bitches,
sacred
show
trust.
me,
Yes.
show it one time me doing that, you lying bitches.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So I
So
showed
that's
it.
why I shared that. Right. I would have never shared anything like that. She demanded it. Demanded, guys. That's the part of the story you guys always omit. So go ahead, Bliss. Continue.
So that was January 24th.
Hmm.
January 25th, a live was done by Roadhog. He's going by something different now, whatever.
Hmm.
And in this live, I was doxxed. I would not just doxxed, names spelled out. Okay.
Yep.
And that was actually later in the live. But if that was the only thing that was done and I was called, a felon and bitch and crackhead, whatever, I
You
wouldn't have
wouldn't
given
care.
two. I mean, of course I would have given a shit. Like no one deserves to be doxxed, but I
Right.
wouldn't have taken it past that, is what I'm
Right.
saying.
Right.
But during this live, which is titled Bliss, I'm tagged, it says Bliss Chris using mental health as a weapon because apparently Jackie, I guess, really didn't want it proven.
Right. So she shouldn't have demanded it then. How about
I
that?
mean, you don't demand that someone show you proof of something and then cry foul when they do. Like,
Exactly.
No one will ever be able to explain that to me. And I don't think me and Cindy did anything fucking wrong. We were
Nope.
asked to show something, demanded,
Yep.
and we
Not
showed.
asked. Demanded. Dared. Liars. You're lying. There's no such thing. And Julie Virgo came into a comment section. I can show those as well, confirming that I'm not a liar. Cindy, you're telling the truth. She did that with Kim and Stacy, with Josh. I can provide those as well. We weren't the only ones that was said about. And there were women in those Discord calls who had family who has been affected directly by self-harm. I won't say their names out of respect for them, but one of them, their mother, okay, passed away that way. Another one, her brother. So they would get extremely triggered when she would use that as a manipulation for the most mundane things. If she wasn't being heard enough, if she was not able to overtalk us the whole time, she would throw out, I'm just gonna go do this and da da da. And we'd be like, what the freak? What the actual fuck? So I went into her DMs like, can you promise me you're gonna stop saying this? Which, spoiler alert, she did not. So it wasn't her being during a bad time in her life, during a mental breakdown. That is again untrue. She used it as a manipulation all the time. That or seizures, okay? And that's not okay to use as a manipulation. I don't play with self-harm and I don't want to push anybody to self-harm or any of that. But using it as a way to get your way will never sit and be okay with me, especially with people that have lost direct, immediate family members to self-harm. So if I'm wrong for that, I'll be wrong all day. Again, she demanded it. So tell that part of the story too.
Yep.
Sorry, go
So
ahead.
that was apparent. I mean, and you guys, it was building up before then, but I don't care. Call me names. I mean, I don't want to be lied on, but even lies about me specifically, I don't give a fuck. This is when I gave a fuck. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I knew that I was going to authorities right when this was done, and it was at 4 minutes and 48 seconds. Quote, Bliss is like, don't talk about my kids.
Right.
Fuck your kids. Your kids are off limits? Bullshit. Not anymore.
Yep.
That is when I said, no, ma'am, no, sir, ain't gonna fucking happen.
Mm-hmm.
That is when the very next, because it's also said, well, if what I said was so bad, why did you wait 2 weeks to blah blah blah? No. I went the very next day to the police
She did.
station.
Mm-hmm. She did.
I talked to a police officer. He listened to things. The police officer, not only did he make a report, he also spoke to higher authorities because I had told him that I was in contact and was contacted by what I will call a higher authority regarding said person already. And he wanted that person's information, and they spoke directly to each other. He then said, you need to go to the courthouse and get peace order paperwork and file criminal charges after listening to what he listened to.
Mm-hmm.
I went and I got the peace order paperwork. It took me like a week and a half to get shit together that I needed to get together for that. It's not that I just waited and whatever. Like, that's just the timeline of how it happened.
Right. You had to get the timestamps and transcribe everything.
It
Everything
was a
has to be
lot.
transcribed. Right. So that's why it took her that time to do that. Again, it's Bliss Chris's story. I'm just here to elaborate a little more, but that's why it took her that time. Everything had to be transcribed. You can't go in there with your phone and play clips for them. You have to give timestamps, video titles, links, and transcribe it. So that's what she had to do.
I did what I had to do.
Right.
I'm just going to read a couple more. At 7 minutes and 12 seconds, your kid was probably looking at internet porn and he got a fucking virus. at 17 minutes and 20 seconds. I think you deserve everything that's about to come your way, and you'll be number 2 on the list because we done took JJ out.
Bliss Chris's son is 10 years old, mind you, an autistic child, a 10-year-old autistic child, mind you. So go ahead, continue. Sorry, Bliss.
29:58. Look at his browser history. Maybe he's been to Pornhub or something. At an hour and 4 minutes in. Did you hear my phone go ding ding? Of course you did. So my phone went ding ding. Chris, blah, blah, blah. You see
That's
how
when you're
quick that
doxxed.
was? Yep, I was doxxed. Well, partially.
Right.
He didn't get it right the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You see how quick that is, Bliss? That I know your full fucking name. My God, do you see? See, this is what they don't get. I don't have to ask for shit. People give me shit. You've got enemies. Continued. I'll say it right online. Proper spelling. KRIS ... Last name ... Like,
She's saying that,
I'm not going to dox myself, y'all.
but dox herself again.
That was the dox.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, what I just did is I put it on the World Wide Web, what your fucking name is. And now they can have fun with you. Have fun, bitch. Don't fuck around with somebody that doesn't give a fuck. See, I don't conform to your rules. I guarantee you within the next 24 hours, they got your name, dude. They're gonna fucking run you down. They're gonna fuck you. They don't care. And then I have a screenshot of the same person on a panel, and he's doxing my full name and his avatar name.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's being said that I was never doxed by
When
Jackie
she was.
herself.
Yeah, Jackie's lying, of course, again. Jackie, sunshinery.
She was on panel with him, guys.
Yes, yes.
She said the other night, and this is what I listened to that I shouldn't have listened to, the 2 minutes. And I'll say their names from Megan Taboo Topics channel. That is the first time I have said her fucking name in months.
Yep.
I don't say their names. I don't talk about them. If we are talking about a subject on my channel that happens to correlate to something that I've been through with people, I have every fucking right to speak on it.
And
I'm sorry if that hurts your feels.
Right. That's on
like,
them.
Don't do fuck shit, and they'll be never have anything to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. And it's lies that can be so easily proven. And also, how am I a follower in a herd? And also, herd is HERD, Megan. Herd, the one you spelled, HEARD, is to past tense, hear. So before you want to come at somebody calling them a follower in a herd, know your homophones, dumbass.
Well,
Anyway, go ahead.
Cindy, did you know that you correcting her with that, which I know I've seen her and Wolf do to other people as well, by the way, that's you making fun of her dyslexia.
Miss me with that bullshit, okay? Miss me with that bullshit, because I don't give a fuck with your excuses for the shit that you're doing and saying. It had nothing to do with your dyslexia at all. You didn't spell the word Draeh. You didn't spell it backwards, okay? So miss me with that bullshit. We all have disabilities or whatever. It doesn't negate the shit that you say. And you guys are always correcting people's
she
spelling
was
and all of that shit.
dyslexic?
No. How am I even supposed to know? How am I supposed to know? Fuck out of
Hey,
here.
you know what, Cindy? That's what they say about my son, that no one knew he was autistic.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So how am
Megan,
I
does
supposed
that
to
take
know?
away from the fact that he is?
Fucking eternal victim herself. Pick me herself. I'm supposed to know these things. Fuck out of here, girl. As you can see, I give 0 fucks right now, guys. 0.
I'm sick of the lies. I am so fucking sick of them.
Yeah,
There's only
disability
so much
shaming.
someone can take.
Yeah, I'm shaming. I'm being ableist. That's not what the fuck I did. I corrected them because they're trying to come at me for a live that I did on my channel, right? That I'm following the herd. No, I did it on my own channel. I had nobody on my panel. How is that following a herd? They make no sense. They insert themselves in things that have nothing to do with them because again, they suffer from main character syndrome when they're not even a fucking extra, and we're not supposed to say anything because then they want to throw up the victim card every single time that you come back at them. Again, that won't work for me anymore.
I
Shut
mean,
the fuck up
apparently every
about me
time
and
I
I won't have
speak,
anything to say.
uh, every time I speak, I'm apparently talking about her.
Yeah, okay.
But she'll say something, she'll read a comment and go, "Well, I didn't do that." Yeah, I wasn't fucking talking about you.
Bliss, isn't she the one that every live you do, your titles, your topic, she goes immediately and does my turn tag, I'm it. Corny. Doesn't have any a creative bone in her body, no originality. Guys, everything Bliss discusses, she goes and piggybacks on it. Let's talk about narcissists. Let's talk about cyberbullying right after Bliss does it. Peekaboo, we see you. Corny.
Get off my dick.
Yes, my God.
Hey, Sue.
Hey, Sue.
Seriously, get off my dick. Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Cindy, because I did a little something yesterday.
Okay, good.
It took me about 30 seconds. I went to Megan's channel. I went to Wolf's channel. I went to the exact lives where all of this started this past December.
Mm-hmm.
They have done 113 lives.
Jesus.
And I'm not going to say that there wasn't one or two in there that was an actual content live for Megan. Guarantee she still mentioned something about the
Of
trolls,
course. She
but
always
at
has.
least I will put my
The devil
fucking name
trolls.
on it.
Bliss.
At least 100 of those she mentions me.
Stop letting the devil trolls infiltrate. Selfish cat. Bliss. Fucking trolls. Fucking open the portals of hell. Sorry, I'm very good. Sorry, good. Sorry. Sorry, good.
Hold on, just give me a second.
Sorry. You want to talk about my marriage? You want to talk about my loss? You want to lie on me? Okay, okay, Wolf. All right, got you, Wolf. Fuck out of here.
Well, do you want to tell everyone about that, Cindy? Because a lot of people do not watch them. Hey, Moby.
Yeah. So Wolf went on and said that I suffered a loss because I cheated on my husband and got pregnant by a rando. Okay? Wolf, you're ill-informed. Okay? And you called my husband a crackhead and all this shit. So, Wolf, fuck you. Okay? The shit you said is so inappropriate. Okay? I never spoke about their loss or made fun of their loss. I never brought my loss to the internet. I never used it for sympathy. I never used it for any of that. You had no business bringing up my loss and lying. My husband never kicked me out. None of that. Okay? None of that. So you guys are disgusting. So if me making fun of the way you talk is all I do, you're fucking lucky. Wolf.
Yep.
Letting Bliss infiltrating with the fucking devil trolls. Bliss, I'm so fucking disappointed. Fuck you, bitch. Tricks, fuck you, you're a fucking troll too, bitch. Moby, fuck you too. Fucking trolls. Unveil, oh my god, she's the biggest fucking troll I ever met. Fuck out of here. Fuck you. Fuck you. Wolf. Wolf. Sorry. Good. All right, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh my god. You know what's funny? I never got an answer from
Hi,
Wolf.
Moby. I'm sorry. I was just joking,
Movie.
guys. I wasn't serious. Sorry.
I never got an answer about what I did to either Wolf or Megan that caused them to flip.
You opened the portal of hell. That's what you did.
Yes. I guess because like when he spoke to BX, when BX was nice enough to go on her channel, and then he was kicked within like 3 minutes. He said like, "Well, she's been doing this and saying that," but I hadn't said a fucking thing.
No, you hadn't. You hadn't. You
After
hadn't.
JJ's live, which was a Friday. Wolf did a live Saturday, and I was already done for then. And then by Sunday night, I was a fake ass bitch, and I hadn't said a fucking thing. So,
And so was I. And so was I.
because
And I
we were
hadn't said a
told by
fucking
the
thing.
leader to be discarded, now everyone
Yeah.
has to get rid of us.
Yeah. Hallelujah for small favors, girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Thank you, Jesus.
All right, should we do a little more reading?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This was the same live. Y'all can go look.
I'm so
Timestamp.
sorry, Moby. Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Well, what? That's okay. What?
My
My,
daughter is
my
the one who is pissed at them now. I told her what he said about me and her husband. They're gross. That's their go-to, always
it's
inappropriate
disgusting.
sexual deviancy is all they think about. That's where their brain goes. And the picture, my avatar, not the one on Bliss's screen right now, but my avatar that I'm using, my profile picture, I am wearing a romper. Okay? Degenerate. I am not wearing lingerie. I am wearing a romper. There is a big difference. So you're so fixated. I'm a whore for wearing lingerie. That's not lingerie, you damn incel. That is a romper. Get it right.
Cindy, I'm glad you just said that too, because I listened back to all my lives because I honestly don't know what I've done to this man or his wife to deserve what's been done to me. The worst
Nothing.
I have said is that, in my opinion, he is an incel. I said he showed incel behaviors, and BX agreed.
Hmm. Yep.
That is the absolute worst of what I've done to them. I've never went real life. I don't
Nope.
talk about their children. I had
Nope.
their back through the whole Babygate thing. I
So
told
did I.
people, don't judge her. You don't know what it's like. Like, I never done anything remotely disgusting or vile. Like, yes, I can understand being a man and having a woman on the internet refer to you as an incel would be like, oh, but like to go as far as has been gone, no one will ever
Listen. Don't get me. No, calling somebody an incel and having them say that your autistic son is autistic because you were a drug addict, that you cheated on your husband with BX, all the shit that's been said about us, Bliss. I don't give a fuck. Incel's the worst thing we could say. Are they crazy? The racist comments, we need to be deported. I'm a greasy Hispanic with a mustache and a big nose, and I'm a crackhead and I'm a meth head. Which one is it? Which one is it?
Here, hold on, Cindy. Let me just play that right now since you just
Fucking
mentioned it.
degenerate.
And y'all are getting a sneak peek of Cindy's members live because, again, I won't go play anything from his channel.
Yep.
Because I'm like, girl, I can see it now. Okay.
Doing? Oh, I just came on here to tell that greasy Hispanic looking fat bitch who's over there smoking crack on her live to stop
It says, hey, Mr. Black Wolf, come and get your boy. He's being racist again. Wolf has selective outrage. He motherfucking does.
sucking everybody's dick. Because nobody's afraid of these bitches no more. I'm not afraid. I don't give a fuck.
Afraid of what?
Afraid of what? We haven't said or spoken or said anything. Just to finish your sentence.
Yes. Yep. And he kept calling me greasy Hispanic, CUNT, F my sons, F my whole family, all of that. Never spoken about this man's kids. Never and never will. Okay? And F my whole family. I have a loving family that claims me. Yeah, my family claims me. My family would never let me sleep in a van. Okay? My children would never let me sleep in a van. My parents would never let me sleep in a van. I was doing bad when I was living with my husband who was in active addiction. My sons came and got me. There's no shame in living with my sons. I am so proud and blessed that I have sons that refuse to let their mother go into a shelter. So again, my family claims me. So there's that.
And nothing is wrong with my child.
Nothing.
I don't know what kind of sick fuck refers to autism as a mental illness and that he's mentally unwell, there's nothing wrong with my kid. And I'm
Your
not
son is so
ashamed.
smart. So
I
smart.
I have always been transparent from the moment I came on YouTube about my son's diagnosis. It's
Yes, you
what
have.
started my research and what kind of made me get into YouTube.
Yes.
I shared it from the jump because at the time I was God, I hate to say this, I was a member without a crystal ball. And that is around the same time that she had stated that her son was diagnosed. It is something that I've always spoken about because now it's being said that I need to blame popcorn for it being outed that my son's autistic. First of all, it's not something to be outed. It's not
Right.
something to be ashamed of or looked down upon.
Right.
You
It's
sick
not.
fox.
They used it as that. Nothing was outed. Okay? No, she's not ashamed the same way Marissa's not ashamed of her children or her child. That's how you guys see things. And again, you're projecting your closed-minded, ignorant asses on other people. Bliss was always open about her son and his diagnosis. She's never been ashamed of that. Hi, Lady Red. How are you, my girl?
JJ says we are also supposed to be deported. The ignorance is astounding. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, and both Sin and I were born in New York.
Yes, yes. And so, Sunshinery, again, say how we're lying. We're lying. The greasy Hispanic thing, I lied. Nobody ever said that. You didn't dare us to prove that you use self-harm, Sunshinery. You said you've never lied. You've lied on all of us. All you do is lie on us. You sit on that man's panel while he says racist shit, while he addict shames, while all of the things, Sunshinery.
While I was doxxed, and then said
Yes.
that this is what she said, this is what I heard from when I hopped in for 2 minutes, that I am lying, I was never doxxed, my dox was put in the live chat, but was quickly deleted.
Who put it in the chat, Bliss? Who put it in the chat?
Roadhog.
Exactly. Exactly. Jackie, Sunshinery. Again, you're a liar. She wasn't Doc, she was. Her name was spelled out, said multiple times. He himself put it in the chat. Sunshinery, stop lying already. All of this stuff is proven. You look stupid lying about stuff that's proven. The internet is forever.
Before I start reading, I also want to make it a point to the peanut gallery that's watching, that's saying that JJ was the one to put out what happened to her daughter. No, that is
No,
not the case. The
no.
anonymous 7, which we have proof is Roadhog,
Yep.
went in. Was it your live, correct, Cindy?
No, went into
Or was it
JJ's live. That
JJ's?
initial
Okay.
live that she did going to Orlando.
The Disney World Live, went
Yes.
into the live chat, and I'm paraphrasing here, it said something along the lines of, maybe if your daughter wasn't doing drugs while pregnant, she wouldn't have lost the baby.
They said your daughter lost her baby because she was on drugs. The anonymous 7 channel said that. JJ on that live was cursing. She was irate, but she had not said what happened to her daughter. Then when I did my live, Lesai, in December, JJ spoke about it in my chat. That is the first time JJ openly said what happened to her daughter. The anonymous 7, aka Roadhog and the Degenerate Crew, is the one who came in. The internet knew. So that solidified that what we knew to be true was the truth. Because how would they know that JJ's daughter suffered a loss when only 4 friends knew privately about it?
Well, 3 friends and 1 who we
Yeah, yeah.
thought was a friend.
What thought was a friend. And
And
I
the
understand
same one that gave my docs to him.
Yes, gave all of our information to him. I don't care. I don't care. I gave, like I said, in my members only or in my previous live, I gave my information to Villain to look it up. I have nothing to hide. I gave her my whole shit. Look it up, Villain. See if I've been hiding or concealing anything. I have nothing to hide. I'm a felon. I did that 24 years ago. I haven't been in trouble in 24 years. I was an addict again 24 years ago. Nothing you can say matters. My husband still loves me. I still love my husband. We're not together, for obvious reasons. But that man will
None
never
of
come
which
on
is
the
anyone's
dragon.
business.
Nobody's business. Nobody's business. Anything that I've never shared on the internet is none of your business. You guys are speculating, talking about a loss that I never shared on the internet, lying, saying that I was pregnant by a rando and my husband kicked me out, none of which have ever happened. Sunshinery, you're disgusting. You shared all of that with all these people as like a gotcha moment on me. When again, you demanded, you lying bitches, prove it. And we did, Sunshinery. But you shared my loss like it was what, something for me to be embarrassed about? I'm not.
Yeah, she's foul. And I'm going to read JJ's comment in just a second. But again, going back to the peanut gallery here, who is saying that no, we didn't see it. Entitled much? You think other people didn't see it? Would you be okay put yourself in JJ's shoes? You are a mother who just lost a grandchild, was very close to losing your own daughter. And someone comes in and says that when you know people saw it, maybe y'all didn't see it, but y'all aren't everyone. Would you want that rumor floating around? Because I
Seriously.
certainly wouldn't.
No, so she corrected it. And it
So
was
she
already out.
fucking corrected it. It's her right.
Right.
Tell me you wouldn't.
Right.
Just because they didn't see it, then it's JJ's fault for outing it. No, it was already outed.
An M to the B
Wrongly
confirmed.
outed. Disgustingly, falsely outed.
Yes. JJ's daughter has diabetes. She's had diabetes since she was a child, and that makes it difficult to conceive. And for them to further say that they hope JJ's daughter never conceives, you guys are the worst of the worst. The worst of the worst.
It's
And calling me a
just so
crackhead.
disgusting.
And a meth head. Greasy Hispanic crackhead. Could you play that again? Because Lady Red wasn't here when you played that. Can you play that one more time, please? Thank you.
Just gotta give me a minute because I X'd out
Because
of
they're
it.
saying that I'm lying. Nobody ever called me a greasy Hispanic. Yeah, they did. Yeah, he did. Her daughter was a diabetic, and God bless her daughter. And I know her daughter's going to have children and be a wonderful mother. JJ's going to be a wonderful grandmother. I would never wish that on anyone. Exactly, Lady Red. That is my past too. They want to carry around my garbage and smell like shit all day. They can. I dumped that shit years ago. Hi, After Dark. How are you, beautiful?
Hey, After Dark. And hey, Trix. I didn't say hi to you when you popped in.
And after this, we will go right back to ignoring. Bliss felt the need to come
Yeah, I'm done.
and
Yep.
tell her side of the story. That's it.
I'm just sick of the lies being. It's only so much someone can take, and it does. As you all can see, it doesn't matter if I'm quiet or not.
It doesn't matter.
And I told Cindy before we went live, I am doing this for the people here who have supported all of us through it. Just because you think you know our personhood, not because I haven't shown or really talked about any of this. And I really appreciate that. I think you guys deserve transparency. I really do. Exactly. And I'm not a liar. I have no problem telling you.
We're not doing it for any of them. We're doing it for the people that stuck around, and we appreciate you guys. And more will be relayed when they can, guys. When they can speak about it, they will speak about it in full.
All right, here's the clip, Lady Red.
I'm like, girl, I can see it now. Okay.
Doing? Oh, I just came up here to tell that greasy Hispanic looking fat bitch who's over there smoking crack on her live to stop.
It says, hey, Mr. Black Wolf, come and get your boy. He's being racist again. Wolf has selective outrage. He motherfucking does.
Sucking everybody's dick. Because nobody's afraid of these bitches no more. I'm not afraid. I don't give a fuck.
Afraid of what?
Thank you. Thank you, Bliss.
Yep.
And
I just will openly state
every day.
Right next to him. Yep.
Next to him.
And that was played from Locale University, which is Rebus's channel.
Yes, and there's more. He has Rebus, who is local university, has an archive of everything that they've ever said. So Sunshinery, miss me with the you're in to supporting recovery and addiction and all of that. You're fucking not. Okay? You support degenerates who say the worst shit possible. Thank you, Lady Red. I'm good. I just wanted it to be known because they were saying yesterday that nobody ever called me a greasy Hispanic. Jackie, Sunshiner, you're a liar. You sat on his panel. You were there modding while he said these things. Tired of the lies. I'm tired of the lies. Tired of the lies, Sunshiner. I told you your day was coming, bitch. And I don't care that you're in the awareness community. You got it fucked up. You got it fucked up. Nothing from my channel ever gets deleted. Nothing. Unlike you, who steals other people's content, who pirates other people's content, you do nothing on your own, Sunshinery. You steal other people's podcasts and upload it to your channel, other people's hard work on reality shows and upload it to your channel. I could do that and get so many views too. I've had enough of you, Sunshinery. Villain doesn't give a fuck about our beef. No, I don't need anybody to give a fuck, but I'm going to expose you for the piece of shit fraud you are, Sunshinery, the liar you are, the fabricator you are, girl. Sorry, Bliss.
And you know what, Teresa? That's actually a true statement. And if it stopped at that, it would be fine. But she is straight up rewriting history and saying stuff that has happened hasn't happened. That's the fucking problem.
Yes. She sat on his panel while he looked shamed me and all this shit. I can't control it. You sit up there. That is co-signing. I don't give a fuck. If I'm sitting on somebody's panel and they say some crazy shit and I don't say, hey, that's a little too far, I co-sign. If I don't drop, I co-sign it. I agree. All of that. And then she lies and says these things never happened. That's the problem. That's the problem. That she goes on and she does this everywhere but her channel. So if you don't know, you don't know. Her channel is her pristine, right? Just doing, I'm not about the drama, guys. She does it on the Degenerates channel. She does it on Megan's channel. She does it on Wolf's channel. Everywhere but her channel. So again, unless you know, you don't know.
Where was she before when I was supporting Megan and Wolf?
Yes. That's why
Just
I said
saying.
that, Lady Red. She wasn't there before supporting them. Now that they're
it was only when they turned on us.
Yep. She was never in their lives. We see you, Sunshinery, and I want everybody to see you. Okay? Because I'm transparent. I'm flawed, but I'm not a liar. I don't fabricate shit. I don't make up fake proof. I don't lie on people. Had enough. I'm sorry, guys. And people
I
can
also
unsubscribe, whatever.
don't lie, and I don't lie
No.
on government court forums either.
And you didn't lie on any of those forums.
I did not.
You put timestamps, titles, links. These links, she had to put links. What do you think they're going to take Bliss's word for it on these documents? She had to put links, titles, transcribe it with timestamps. She didn't lie on any of it. These things were said.
And that's accusing someone of a federal crime. That's perjury, and that's a felony.
And she didn't commit perjury. And I'm not going to talk for JJ, but JJ hasn't committed any crimes either. So I'm just going to leave it there.
No. And Trick says the degenerates claim that they don't support him. They are in every live stream encouraging him and taking the lies to their YouTube channels. Exactly that. And then they play stupid like, I didn't hear him say that. He didn't say that.
That was never said. That was never said. What? They're lying. What?
There they are in the comment section, though.
There they are in the comments with wrenches. Fuck out of here. And you know what? Our crime was ever sitting in his chat. We sat in his chat. Yep. We've apologized. Again, it's on my channel. I've made amends to all those women that were targeted while I sat in that chat. But that is where it began and where it ended. Me sitting in the chat and I never was like, arf, get that bitch. Fuck her kids. Never spoken to anybody's kids. Never spoken to anybody's parents. That is my crime, sitting in that chat ever when I knew better. And I've apologized from my heart, and you will never see that again. And I walked away on my own free will. I did. I was like, this shit is disgusting. What was said about Tira's Nicole's son, what Sunshinery did, Sunshinery and Sarah Jean, on Sarah Jean's channel. I'm bringing it all up again, okay? Sexualized Tira Nicole's son, who was 6 years old. Giddy, laughing. They had a gotcha moment on Tira Nicole. showing a video of her 6-year-old son with a stuffed animal, sexualized her kid. Sunshinery, you did that.
And who spoke out about that, Cindy?
Me and you. Me and
Yep.
you. We went into Welsh Roses when Sunshinery and what's her name, Sarah Jean, was on the panel. You were in the chat telling them this shit was wrong. Sunshinery was on the panel talking to you crazy. I came into the chat, saw them talking to you crazy. You were like, yo, I give up. I went up on the panel and called them out because they were lying. We were just so concerned. I said, stop lying. You weren't concerned. You wanted to have a, gotcha, bitch. Gotcha, Tira. And Sarah Jean admitted to it. Of course, that video, that live is deleted now. But we called it out back then, right then. And Tira won't know that that happened, but I can guarantee you, Tira, that happened. Called that shit up because that shit was disgusting, what was done to your son. Never thought that shit was okay.
Nope. And what was done to my son isn't okay. So
No,
for
no
people
matter
like
what.
Terry Lynn Lavoie to say that she's thoroughly enjoying watching the karma I'm receiving, you guys, let's move on, because apparently this is the karma that
Thank
she
you,
was
Lady
liking,
Red.
because what I'm reading is what was said and what was done. So how am I to think, like, I still haven't gotten that answer from Terry. Terry, what were you so thoroughly enjoying watching? Was it this stuff? Because the community post was after all this was done. So what other karma could it have been?
Yep.
So
And Bliss called it out when it was done to Tira. She went into a chat.
because I actually stand on shit.
Yep.
They stand for fucking nothing. They stand for what benefits them. They stand for the drama to fucking continue, to put all the heat on us, to take the heat off of themselves. They stand with the devil.
And I get it. I get it. They don't want him coming at them, but you don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to side with him against us to keep the heat off of you guys. You don't have to get involved at all. But you got what you're doing is crazy to me. Crazy to me. We were the devil for sitting in his chat, but you guys are co-signing the shit that is being said. Now, how is that any different?
But their people are also sitting in his chat and comment sections.
Yes, yes, yeah. Resharing their community posts. Okay.
Oh, resharing the Anon 7's like doxing videos.
Yes, yes. Of JJ's children and stuff. And like, girl, no, y'all crazy. Y'all crazy as hell. Y'all crazy as hell. Show us where we did that, where we reshared any of you guys getting doxxed or any of that shit. Where I did that.
When Terry's kids were shared, I fought that.
Yeah.
I spoke out on it. I recorded the videos.
I didn't even know what happened till after, and I said that was disgusting. Whoever did that, I'm sorry that that was done to you.
All right, so I guess this is what Terry was loving. So this is the same live at an hour 35 minutes. They all have to tag team, and that is when they really fuck up. Like, just look at the record that I hold. My kill record of stupid woke females is really pretty good, and males too. You got that kill record too. At 2 hours and 4 minutes, I can put it like this. Give me 48 hours. I can tell you everything about that place, talking about my home.
Yep.
At 2 minutes or 2 hours and 12 minutes, I can't hate anybody if they want to fire off on that bitch. I think she 100% deserves whatever comes her way on her doorstep.
On her doorstep, telling people to go real life, go to her home where she has 2 children.
This is from the second live. I have the date in here somewhere. Whatever. The fucking link's here. If I have to put it out. At 12 minutes in, it's like shooting ducks in a pond, man. It's just, there will be no easy way out for you. No, don't worry about your kids' safety.
Wow.
At 13 minutes, I'm telling every one of you females, you can't beat me. You can't. It's just there's not enough power behind any of you to take me head on. At 16 minutes, Bliss done fucked up. There ain't no coming out of this one. She's going to have to deal with this shit and not going to end well for her, of course. At 23 minutes, Bliss, I pray for you. I'll say a prayer when I get home, because either you get this shit under control or it's going to be a bad die in the Chris house. So I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. Bye. And you guys, I specifically said die instead of day because that is what was said. And that is also what YouTube transcribed. I just want to make that point. All right, I think this might be going back to the first live. Yeah, DoorDash isn't cutting it. You're fucking right. You know what? Since Bliss likes to do this, I'm going to make sure that all of Baltimore, one way or somehow, gets the information that there's a DoorDash driver named Bliss Chris on YouTube that likes to attack people's mental health. I don't think DoorDash is going to like that. 37 minutes. She thought she was going to be Billy Badass, and I took that bitch out to the rocking yard. I took her out back and whooped her ass. Mm-hmm.
Hi, Julie. My mod 148.
Hey, mod 148.
Yes, Lady Red. It's the worst shit ever. I'm telling you.
And here he is bringing my husband into it. Who really cares about her partner? While he's off at work, you're at home showing people your titties and ass.
Never happened. Never happened. And if it did, it's nobody's business, but it never happened.
Why is my husband being brought into this at all? He has nothing to do with anything. And the way y'all are threatening to dox him is disgusting.
Yep.
You gave all of his information to all your degenerates.
Yep.
And it's just that kills me, like with my husband and my kids, because he is like the nicest guy. Mm-hmm. He's so laid back. Like, he's just the best fucking person. And what kind of man speaks on another man they don't even know?
Incels. Men that don't get no PUSSY. That's who. Or have to pay for it. That's why they're mad.
Okay, and then after that, there was stuff being done. So we're going to January 31st now. This was on Hoget's channel at 7 minutes. Did you know
my his wife? Sorry for those who don't know.
That's his wife. That's Michelle. 7 minutes. Did you know my pew pew? I have a pew pew. I can have a pew pew. Remember that pew pew case went away?
Frightening. And she's like, shh, shh, telling him, shh.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm just flipping through, guys, because there was a, and as far as
none of this was ever said, right?
Okay. You guys, I didn't give up on the peace order. It's saying that this is quoted, I lied on court documents and was scared of that, and that's why I gave up on the peace order. No. He evaded being served.
Yes, he did.
I have documented proof of multiple specific times and days where he was attempted to be served and evaded.
And he evaded it. So on a technicality, it had to be dismissed. Again, a technicality is not a win. It's a technicality because, again, he evaded service. So they were like, well, he wasn't technically served. That's why it was dismissed, not for lack of evidence. Not because she lied. So
no, I was screwed over.
Yeah,
I was screwed over because let me ask the chat: what does serving someone entail? Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, I haven't had to do a lot of peace orders or restraining orders in my day. Okay, I am not like educated on all the ins and fucking outs. So I'm putting my faith in law enforcement to do their job that my taxes pay for. He keeps going on about like you can pay $60 to have.
You didn't know that. You didn't know that. You would have done that. You didn't know that at the time.
I'm broke because I didn't. We're doing just fine. Thank you very much. We own our own home. We just paid off our other car. Like, get the fuck out of here. But I'm not educated. I did not know that. I am putting my faith in law enforcement, and law enforcement fucking screwed me because I guess they got tired of trying to serve him, so they left it on his porch.
Yep.
And in the state of Maryland, that is not being legally served. He's right there. He was correct there the whole time.
Yeah, but we know he was because he read the whole documents on his channel.
Which in turn puts me in more danger since he wasn't legally served, but now has the entire order.
Yep, and had all your information, your children's names, all this stuff. They screwed you over royally. Gave him the degenerate crew more information about you with nothing being done.
And also in the state of Maryland, there's certain things that you can't redact. I don't have control over that. But the whole point of me doing the peace order was because my children were threatened.
Yep. And saying people should come to your house, you know, show up at your doorstep.
Fire off on that bitch on her doorstep.
Yep.
That's what happened,
she wanted
guys.
To protect her kids.
And
That's
also in the state of Maryland.
She wasn't trying to impede on somebody's, free speech.
You're good. Also in the state of Maryland, if you are not served after 30 days, it is automatically dismissed. When I spoke to the judge, he said that legally his hands are tied and he feels for my situation, but there's nothing he can legally do because it was past 30 days. Not only is it dismissed, when you do a peace order in the state of Maryland, you can only use like what happened 30 days prior. So everything that I had in that original peace order goes bye-byes because it's been longer than 30 days now.
Yep. Doesn't mean he wasn't guilty. It's just, again, technicalities. The failure of the justice system, I guess.
Well,
oh no, Nikki, I'm the greasy Hispanic girl. That's me. Greasy. I'm a greasy crackhead meth head. Gotta love these degenerates. Greasy girl.
I'm just, you guys, and I'm not gonna lie, like, yeah, that was disappointing as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But to brag about it, a win by default, really?
Yeah.
Really? And you can continue to think that we're not in contact with higher authorities all you want.
Yep.
Okay.
But they are. Oh, but they are.
I'm not going to say that wasn't discouraging.
Right.
But I've said before, I'm a dog with a fucking bone.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And me, I just talk my shit online. I've left it there. Like, because again, the things that have been said about me are nothing compared to what's been done to JJ and Bliss Chris. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm veiling. I'm just Gracie girl. I'm just a Gracie Hispanic. That's it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, fuck it. I ignore them. But again, I'm not Bliss Chris or JJ. You know what I mean? So.
And yes, JJ says, but only the peace order goes back 30 days, and that is civil. Criminality allows for much longer. And if you guys remember in my story, the officer wanted me to try to press charges criminally for the stuff that he heard. I didn't do that. Right. I just wanted this shit to stop. And not to say that peace orders makes him stop by any means, but at least I have documented, like, I have a paperwork trail if anything else were to happen. That was my point. Mm-hmm. And to protect my children and my family, because it was said that my kids were no longer off limits. Mm-hmm. The live's still up, guys. YouTube is no help. YouTube will not take that live down. But it's against TOS to dox. Just remember, guys, apparently I wasn't doxed. So if other people start to get doxed, don't cry to me.
That's not a dox, right? That's not a dox.
Don't cry to me.
Right.
And I really hope it doesn't have to go there. I really do. Because I don't want to be the one to take it there, but I'm at my limit. Mm-hmm. I am trying to move on. I'm doing content. Me and Cindy are doing content. Like, just leave us the fuck alone. Making them up 113 lives. Sometimes 3 in one day.
Yep. And then saying, we keep talking about them. Please show us. Go back and do what Bliss did. Show how many lives we did mentioning you guys. Because you guys even followed us when we started covering Lori and Lisa. You guys even followed us and started doing lives about our lives. Like, you guys are the ones that are fixated. We moved away. Didn't say a word. Again, my last live where I spoke in detail was Lesai, that live. And I was so respectful and gracious in that live. And it got worse and worse and worse. The things being said, talking about my husband lying about how our marriage ended and all this other shit that they have no idea about, no proof to back up. Again, because me and my husband, we know what loyalty is. My husband would never go on one of your channels talking shit about the mother of his children. That's not a thing where I come from, right? Me and my husband don't take online and start posting audios of each other or videos of each other, talking shit about our most intimate shit online. I've never done that. Never done that. I've shown my husband so much respect, again, because he's the father of my children. He was good enough for me to be with him for 27 years. You guys would never, they not like us. You guys would never understand the sanctity of family, the sacredness of family.
Exactly, JJ. I've not been live nor on a panel since December. We've listened to authorities. Up until this last week, I have not said a fucking thing. And today is the first time I have mentioned Megan or Wolf.
Yep. Yep.
I have done 4 lives since all this happened. This is the 5th.
Yep.
Versus 113 between the two of them.
113.
And that's, you guys, that's not including the endless community posts. And I'm also, will put my name on it, even though I haven't witnessed it, fucking tweets.
Oh my God. Jesus.
It's never ending. I just don't know how someone has this much time to dedicate. To go live 3 times in one day?
And repeat, it's repeat. They're like parrots. Repeat the same shit over and over again. We get it. We get it. You fucking idiots. We get it. Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Right. Yep. Right.
That's bad.
Prove it, bitches. I dare you. Right, Nikki? That we were demanded. Demanded, girl.
Oh, Nikki heard
knows
it
too. Nikki knows.
If
Nikki's
anyone
been on
has
the
that screen
receiving end.
recording, please pass it to one of us.
Yes. Because fuck out of y'all.
Because I'm not going looking for it. I'm pretty sure it was probably on Megan's channel if I had to guess. But I ain't searching for that shit. But Nikki was
Pick-me's go around the outside, round the outside. All the pick-me's go around the outside. Jesus.
I just and you know, again, the kind of people that we're dealing with. But I have stated over and over that I want to be left alone, and that anything that continues is being documented as harassment. I just want to be left alone.
Yep.
Now, please know, guys, it is going to ramp up like a motherfucker after this.
Oh, what? Probably alive right after this. Greasy, greasy, greasy fat bitches. You're greasy fat bitch. Oh, I'm greasy because I'm Hispanic, right? That's just you're just fugly, right? We're fugly, fat CUNTs who do the methcysis and the crackcysis.
At least get the drug of choice right.
At least get the drug of choice right. Lord of mercy. And coming from a person that said that they were addicted to cocaine and sitting next to Sunshinery, who was an addict herself, like, y'all can't be serious. Y'all can't be right? Bring it on, Nikki. It's fucking exhausting already. Like, fuck yeah. Nobody's scared of you guys. They take silence as fear. We know when to shut up. Like, there was no point. But it's not fear. It's not fear. We just were over the shit. Y'all motherfuckers can't. Y'all swear. Y'all swear. And it's funny. All the shit that you guys talk about people are shit that you've done. Said the worst lies. I've never lied or a pregnancy. Like, y'all can't be serious. Y'all can't be serious. Do you want me to go down a timeline of all the shit you degenerates have done on the internet? No. because I don't use shit like that against people. What? They are pounding their chest too. You fucking bitches. You fucking bitches. Fuck you, Bliss. Fuck you, Bliss. Open up the portal. Fuck hell. You got all the fucking trolls in there. Look at fucking Nikki. Nikki's the biggest fucking troll. After dark, all that bitch is a fucking troll too. She's fucking jealous of Megan. Teresa, shut the fuck up. You're best friends with the fucking troll. Sorry. Fucking
Oh,
portal.
I needed that. I needed that, girl.
Lady Red, come to my channel. See the truth. The fuck lying to you. Fuck lying to you. Don't get sucked into the portal of hell, Lady Red. Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. Sorry.
When you guys come to my lives, make sure you have your cross, your crucifix, some sage, some holy water, because apparently I take y'all through the portal of hell every single
Lilith herself. You're Lilith herself. Fucking portal of hell opener herself. Shit, girl. What the fuck? I can't. And again, people could be big mad. This man talked on my husband, talked on my loss. He's lucky all I'm doing is making fun of the way he talks. Fuck out of here.
Talks on my child.
Yes, talks on your child. Threatens to end people's lives, women. Fuck out of here. If that's the worst we're saying, be grateful. I give no fucks anymore. Because people are like, oh my God, Sophie. Sophie was making fun of the... Have you not heard the shit he said? Seriously? Saying I had a miscarriage from some rando? Are you fucking kidding me?
And I'm going to be honest, I'll show my own charges, guys. I have no problem doing that.
Right? Right?
I've been meaning for a while to just do a video just talking about it because I'm not ashamed of it.
Exactly.
I mean, I fucked up. It was 10, 11, 12 years. I don't even know. It was over 10 years ago, people. And I'm not a liar. Yes, I have 2 felonies. I said that. I did also say that one of the felonies I was convicted of, I did not do. And I'm not lying. But yes, I took the charge because, you know what? Here's what happened. What happened.
Tell us.
So, first of all, it kept getting delayed, postponed. I was charged, I don't even remember, 2011, 2012 maybe. I didn't go to court for this till 2014. So keep in mind, when I finally had the final court date, when everything was done after that, I had been living clean and sober, and I was a completely different person for 2 years. Okay? I owned my shit. This is what happened. There were a couple things for that last court case that the prosecution gave my lawyer right before we were about to start. And they had their dates wrong on certain things. They were trying to say that I was filling prescriptions after I was arrested. And that wasn't true. Okay. Right. So we were trying to get that changed. And also they were, listen, guys, I know everyone thinks that I'm this huge fucking girl, but I'm 5'4". I'm not some big girl. So the amount of pills that authorities saw that I was getting, I was legit taking, and they couldn't wrap their minds around that.
Right. So they thought you were distributing or something.
Exactly. Even though they legit, I didn't know this at the time, but they were watching my house then. There was no in and out. People come, you think there'd be some evidence of some kind of transactional shit. None of that never happened. That never documented to have happened. But my plan was to plead guilty. So the 2 felonies, same court case. Okay. You can't plead guilty to one without pleading guilty to the other. That's what the judge
run it concurrent. Yes. If they're going to run it concurrent.
So that's what, when we were saying that in the fucking courtroom, the judge was to my lawyer, no, you either plead or you plead not guilty. You change your, plea. And I was, you guys, it had been fucking 3 years. I was done.
It's so weird because 3 years it was for me too, Bliss. We have so much in common. It's so crazy with our charges.
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. So we went out in the hallway, me and my lawyer, And he explained it to me like I was 5 because I wasn't really understanding.
Right.
Keep in mind, I'm in my early mid-20s when all this happened.
Same.
I was a fucking kid.
Yep. So was I. I knew nothing
So
about the justice system.
no, I'm depending on my lawyer, and he was great.
Yes.
He was
No, mine
great.
sucked.
I just saw him actually. My last time I was at court a couple weeks ago, I saw my lawyer, which is very
Oh,
odd.
really?
And yeah, he said to give him a call if I ever needed him because he does deal with this kind of stuff too.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you said if you get in trouble, no, I'm not committing crimes anymore.
no, and he knows that. Like, periodically kept in touch, like whatever. So I'm out in the hallway with my lawyer, and I said, "No, I want this fucking done." And he was like, "You do know that you're facing 4 years? It was 2. I think it was 2 for each count, either 2 or 3 for each count. Don't quote me. I can't. He can tell you. He has the paperwork." So I went back in and I pled to get it the fuck over with. And if you believe that, you should, because it's the fucking truth. I have no reason to fucking lie. I was not distributing.
No.
I would say if I was. Like,
Right. It's your
at this
past.
point, who gives a fuck? It's over and done with. And it's been more than 10 years. I can try to get those expunged from my record now that it's been 10 years.
Yep. Mine doesn't even show up. Like, I'm trying to find it to show my damn fucking mugshot. I can't find it anywhere. No one can find it. Like, what the fuck? I have nothing to hide.
I have nothing to hide. I mean, again, I do have a right to privacy, though. But and now that it's out and people are, making it, fucking talking about it, making it content, like, I have no problem telling the people that support me exactly what happened. And that is exactly what happened. As you can see, my hubs was in the chat earlier. He'll say that's what the fuck happened. Like, and I am not the same person I was when I was in my early fucking 20s.
I'm not either. I haven't been in trouble.
And I did not do drugs when I was pregnant.
Right. Exactly. So stop lying on that.
And that's not what causes autism, and autism is not a mental disorder.
No. It's not like fetal alcohol syndrome or something. Like, stop with the fucking ignorance. Stop with the ignorance and furthering stigmas on people with autism. It's not how that works, man. And there's nothing wrong with people with autism, okay? It's gross.
So yeah, that's it. I wanted to you know what, Cindy? Let's just finish off with this.
Okay. Oh, next Tuesday we'll go back to our series. This was just a little fork in the road because Bliss wanted to address some things, but our series that we do every Tuesday will be right back on, and I will be live on my channel on Friday with my regular scheduled programming talking about Lori. So
yeah, I won't be doing this.
Lady Red. No way. I've done it, and I've done a few of the steps multiple times. You know what I mean? As much as I needed to. I don't have to do it on the internet. Like the degenerate demanding that I show my credentials. I don't have to do that. I owe them nothing. Nothing. Oh, I'm lying because they can't find my certificates. I never said I was licensed. I said I was certified. There's a difference. But dumb people don't know the difference. It sucks to be you. So anyway, go ahead, Bliss. Finish what you're gonna finish on.
You're good. I'm pulling it up. I thought we could finish with this.
Mama. Okay, baby.
I'm going to give you a little taste of one of my faves, Dr. Jordan Peterson.
Okay, dokie.
Hold on, it's playing an ad. Let me get the ad over with. Legal to invade someone's privacy. You cannot read public docs that you receive on a YouTube channel in Indiana. Don't believe me, ask any lawyer or authorities. There is a right to privacy even when the documents are public. Believe me or not.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is it really playing another ad? It sure the fuck is. These ads are hating me lately when I'm trying to present some.
I know.
All right, let me try to make sure the quality's down.
And Bliss will link channels that we enjoy in her description afterwards, like Lady Red, Nikki, and these are channels we thoroughly enjoy. I fucks with these people, so I'll remind Bliss to link them afterwards.
Absolutely. Tricks. Absolutely.
Yes, After Dark, all of them.
Yep. I can put all y'all. All right. So I've really been enjoying this channel. What is it? Limitless Motivation, and they've been posting these awesome clips of just like different speeches Dr. Jordan Peterson have done, sermons, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Stay Quiet After Disrespect.
People often confuse silence with submission. They think if you're quiet after being disrespected, it must
Give it a second.
mean you don't have a backbone, but you're weak, passive, maybe even afraid. But here's something we often forget in the heat of the moment. Silence isn't weakness, it's strength under control. Real strength isn't loud, it's not reactive. It doesn't come from proving you're tough in the face of insult. It comes from knowing you don't need to. When someone disrespects you, when they speak with condescension, when they roll their eyes, mock your values, or deliberately try to provoke you, your instincts light up. It stings. And the urge to retaliate, to say something sharp, clever, maybe even cruel is very real. You feel it. And if you're not aware of it, it pulls you in. You react. And in that moment, what have you done? You've handed over control. You've allowed their actions to govern your behavior. But there's a deeper discipline, one that's far more difficult and ironically far more intimidating to the person who just tried to shake you. That is the ability to observe, feel the sting of disrespect, and say to yourself, now, that doesn't mean you let people abuse you. It doesn't mean you accept humiliation. There's a difference between tolerating disrespect and choosing not to feed it.
And that is what this live was.
My
I know that us doing this is feeding it because of just who this person is. I understand that. But again, there's only so much someone can fucking take.
Yes, we know. We know that it ramps up every time. But even if we don't say anything, it's the same thing. The same things are said about us. So Bliss got tired and wanted to tell her side. And again, she's my friend. I'm going to stand shoulder to shoulder with my girls always. Always. Just because I may not be the loudest doesn't mean that I don't have my girls' backs always. And this is crazy.
We know
Just
that.
stop the bullshit already. Stop the bullshit. Then you guys want to play victim like you were done wrong. Anybody with eyes that is not in that circle jerk of degenerates sees it for what it is. Seriously. And I'm so grateful for that.
Yep. And Lady Red, this is the problem. It is the pattern of harassment.
Yep.
It is the constant, like, you can't do that to someone. And then in turn start reading all of their past charges, and like it's the coupled effect. It's the constant pattern of constantly coming at someone with doing that kind of stuff that is going to end up getting someone in trouble.
Yep. And it is. And those are not bluffs. I'm telling you, they're not bluffing. They're not bluffing at all. So that's all I got to say about that. Bliss Chris
And
JJ,
I'm
not
fine, Roddy. Like, I understand what you're saying. Like, I'm not breaking. Like, I'm perfectly fucking content right now. Like, I
Right.
really wanted to come at this from a level-headed, calm place. Because
Yep.
I'm not giving my energy away anymore. I'm not letting them have control. Just like what he's saying.
Well, in my members only yesterday, I was on a 10. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I've seen you worse.
But
you weren't on a 10.
I let it out, but it's okay. Yes.
We're fucking
that's
human.
true. I was on a 6. Exactly. Exactly. And I'm a greasy Hispanic. Can't control it. The grease is coming out of my pores, making me act crazy. Maybe it's the meth. Sorry.
Oh, by the way, I never did fentanyl. I know that was said as well. Thankfully, that
Oh
was
my God, thank
after
God.
my drug days. Like
Yes.
fentanyl was not
Wasn't
a
a
thing
thing.
then.
No, thank
Mm-mm.
God. That scares the shit out of me. That was not a thing. It
I'm
was
very
not a thing.
blessed to have not gone through the crisis that people are going through
Yes.
addicted right now
And
with
losing their
fentanyl being
lives
everything.
in ganja. In ganja. So again, it's about the truth. It's about the truth. You know, it's not about the lies, y'all. So yes,
Well,
thank you. And
that's
thank you for
why
being
I'm
here.
okay saying everything I said today because it's
Alhamdulillah.
nothing but the truth, and the truth can't get me in trouble.
And the truth will set you free, motherfucker. Sorry, John Yates.
That is a famous John Yates quote right there.
Yes, yes. But thank you guys for being here. I'm gonna drop and let my bliss say her goodbyes. I love you guys.
Thank you
And I
for coming up,
appreciate you
Cindy. I
guys.
love you.
Always. I love you too, my bliss.
I'll talk to you later. All right. That's all I got today, y'all. I really appreciate, like, seriously, like, this was not for anything other than putting the truth out there for the people that have been nothing but fucking supportive, the people that have waited to see shit, to hear shit. Everything I said was transcribed by YouTube, word for word. Nothing I said was incorrect. So I know this will cause a shit stir, and I won't be watching. Just like I haven't been watching, okay? I will continue to not watch. I will no longer doom scroll on my sock account. You guys, I saw all that shit because I was looking for a pimple popping video on my sock account. You guys know that's what I use it for. For new people, I have one sock account and it's been pretty much retired for, I don't know, a year and a half, and I use it for pimple popping videos. And I was scrolling my feed, and of course, what comes up? I will no longer be doing that. So you guys can react. Well, you never really react because you never play my fucking words. But you can continue to talk. You know, make it 114 lives, 115. It's going to skyrocket now, I'm sure. And I really just seriously, the people that have waited, I appreciate you all. I appreciate that there's people out there that know that I'm not this like horrific fucking person. I'm not perfect, but I'm not a fucking liar. So thank you guys for coming. Lady Red, thank you for subscribing. And yes, I will be dropping a bunch of channels in the description. That way you guys can all go sub and show love. So have a good day, everyone.